going to have loads of fun tonight.
Love
so just
Talk
sit back
Radio.
and act like we've known each other for years, all right?
It's Cannon Baby coming with the heat. Got Endie Fiya playing in my speakers. Nakia the host, girl in motion. All the way lit, airway smoking. You can call in, this phone lines open. Rockets are hot like we cooking the roast. Endie Fiya the GOAT. Don't ask who the competition is, cause they standing alone popping. When you listening here, you always get what you interviews. Artists, songwriters, authors, and entrepreneurs. Chopping it up with powerful icons who make an influence. Who keep it hotter, this is Endie Fiya. Blazing on yourself, tune in and catch the heat. It don't even matter where you at. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Yeah. Holy moly, this day heat. Got Nakia in my speakers. Girl in motion, get on your feet. Endie Fiya blazing, please. Keep it coming every week. We too strong, we defeat the weak. Cannon Baby, super speed. We keep it turning to the T. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, it's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, yeah. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone, yeah.
What's good, guys? What's good? Happy September. Wait, I was here on September 1st, right? It doesn't matter. Half of you weren't here. You was out celebrating September 1st and the fact that we're almost out of this hot-ass summer and almost into fall. So happy September to all of you again, the start of a new week. How was your Labor Day? Was it good? I was working. So, it's kind of like my days just kind of just roll into, I don't get a weekend, you know what I'm saying? Everything just rolls into, just keep rolling. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. You missed me last night? I missed you too. I couldn't shake myself loose to get here for New Music Mondays, and I almost had somebody say, you know what, I'm going to do it for you. But I'm not comfortable with that. Like, letting somebody else do New Music Mondays? Never. Never have I ever. And so, I'm so excited to be here with you this evening. Let me tell you why. My guest this evening is a singer-songwriter and the sweetheart of soul music. But most importantly, she's an entertainer. And I told you all on Thursday that I was going to take the weekend and do something that I never do, listen to music, not necessarily the music that will be played throughout the interviews of my guests for this month, but listen to music of the artists for this month. Because I have so many soul, blues, new soul music artists this month. And it's a genre that I'm really, I know about the genre, but it's not a genre that I really listen to. And so because I have so many artists on the show last month and as well as this month, and the fact that I'm going to be working with Morris Parsons and David Walker and that genre of music, I want to be, well-versed with that genre. And so I was going to take the opportunity to listen to artists and watch videos, and I didn't really get past my artist tonight. I listened to her entire latest album, and when I tell you entertainer, she is, oh my God. Her energy and her vibe is amazing, guys. It is amazing. And all day long, for you all who have had the opportunity to deal with Monica, hope she's about to lay down and get some rest because, Monica's in Germany. So I hope she's about to lay down and get some rest. Monica's been freaking out because Monica had no music for me. And so I thought that's great because I really want the opportunity to pick Sweet Nay's brain tonight because she is truly an entertainer. It is displayed in her videos, the vibes that you get in her music. It comes full circle. And even in her photography, it is displayed full circle. But talk about 11th hour. Monica had this music queued up and ready for me like 5 minutes before the show started. So we have music. So, but when I tell you, you are in for a treat tonight with my guest, the sweetheart of soul music. I don't want to waste no more time talking about, how we go through our formalities. I'm jumping right into this evening, all right? I'm going to give it to you right here. Good vibes, Sweet Nay, and then we'll come back and get right into our interview.
Hey, what you standing on that wall for? You come to party with Sweet Nay or what? Let's go. It's more hits, baby. You ready now? Let me see what you got. Let's get this party started right. We're gonna be turning up all night. I hope you're ready, baby. If you didn't come to hit the floor, you need to get on the body here. Walk your ass right outside that door. Bring nothing but good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Now raise your cup and get it on. Clap it out. What I'm feeling right now. Give it to me now. Let's get this party started right. Don't do nothing to blow my high. Play that drama for your mama. I came to party all night long. Hey, Mr. DJ, play my song. Ain't nothing but good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Now raise your cup and get it on. Clap it out. Clap your hands. Y'all better get ready now. I see you. Oh yeah. It's the party. Do it now. I see you over there, baby. There's a party going on right here. There's a party going on right here. Party, 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 party. Do it how you wanna. We may want you to party. Hey, party. You better put on your dancing shoes. So raise your cup and get it on. Nothing but good vibes. Good vibes. Need some drinking, my good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. So raise your cup and get it on. Clap for me now. Hey, it's a party going on. Yes, baby. It's a party going on. Sweet Nay all day, baby. Roll it. Yeah.
Wow. Good vibes. Good vibes. Sweet Nay. Now, she probably has never heard this before. I have my 17-year-old in the studio with me. He makes a little music. He's a little producer, and he says that sounded like a combination of Lizzo and Spears. I don't know about that right there. I guess this evening, if you're just tuning in, is the sweetheart of soul music, none other than Sweet Nate. Renee Caldwell, a.k.a. Sweet Nate, is a professional singer, songwriter, and entertainer who is passionate about sharing her gift and love for music. A native of Shreveport, Sweet Nate has performed in various arenas, some of which include church and community theater productions, casino shows, festivals, and local clubs, just to name a few. Sweet Nate's credits include working with Grammy-nominated guitarist Ron Johnson of La Jazz Records, penning 6 of the 10 tracks of his new artist Monro Brown's project. He had the opportunity to write for Carl Sims of CBS Records, to write for his project Hell on My Hands, which has been a successful chart topper on the blues circuit. Some of Sweet Nate's performances that are more recent have been with the Shreveport Regional Arts Council's Christmas in the Sky Jazz in the Park, Dancing for the Cure, in which she has emceed as the hilarious self-made character Lady Pink-A-Dink, Mardi Gras dinner and auction in Malden, Missouri, as well as many other events. In years past, Sweet Nate was presented with the City of Shreveport Artist Fellowship Award from the City of Shreveport. Sweet Nate also earned a feature in a Lifetime movie entitled Not Like Anyone Else, and most recently in 2 independent efforts, Sabotage or Surrender, and the web series SYID. Currently, Sweet Nate is preparing to release her first complete album, It's a Party, for which she is the executive producer and songwriter. Whether serving as an MC or jamming out, Sweet Nate consistently delivers an energetic and infectious performance that leaves her audiences wild, wanting more. Sweet Nate is stage ready and stays ready to deliver high energy and great music, rock, pop, R&B, blues, reggae, southern soul, or whatever genre an occasion may call for. Entertainment is what Sweet Nate consistently brings. Endie Fiya, our listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very special guest, the sweetheart of soul music, Sweet Nate. Oh, how you doing? How you doing?
I am feeling fly. That's how I'm feeling. How about you?
I'm good. Man, I want to jump right. Look. When is the next video shoot? That's all I need to know. And when I need to be there.
Look. Wait, you ready? Look, we can make it happen. Look, we can just make it happen. I come to you, you come to me. What?
Yo, that's all I need to know is when I need to be there. I'm telling you, the energy in these video shoots, my thighs might not be big enough for thick thighs, but yo, I got some thighs, all right? I was just like, oh my gosh. Normally, I listen to tracks by the title. That's what pulls me in, the title. So thick thighs, of course, that pulled me in.
Right.
Good thighs, pulled me in. I think you're featured on Thunders and Showers. That pulled me in. You know, everything that I've heard, I have loved everything that I have heard. And again, like I said in the beginning, my intentions were to listen to all of my guests this weekend. I didn't get past the first guest. I was listening to Sweet Nate all weekend.
Really?
So it would have been a disappointment if I could not have played the music tonight. You know what I'm saying? And then when I had the opportunity to go back and watch the visuals along with the music, I was blown away.
Right.
I definitely got to get in on the video. I have to. I got to. So you got to let me know when the next video is so I can make a trip.
I'm going to be like, pull up. You pulling up? Okay. You
that, you know,
and
you ain't got to tell me twice.
That, look, let's do it. Light, camera, action, and then that's it.
Yes.
Because
yes.
But generally, when I'm doing the I actually do my own treatment for my my videos 9 times out of 10. I mean, like, I'm really hands on because I'm an independent artist, right? So I mean, I don't have that big budget out there to get all those people up in there. So I got to use what I got. I got to go on for a little brainstorm and do all of that.
That's right. And you know what? The funny thing, saying that, I made a post late last night, early this morning about time management and about delegating, prioritizing responsibilities for music artists.
Mm-hmm.
And they use that, and procrastinating as well, but they use, the fact that money is an issue. There's always somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Networking is so important in this industry. Don't use money as, a cop-out. Like, I can't do this because I don't have the ends. You know what I'm saying? No. I taught myself. I went and got a certificate for social media marketing so that I can market for my brand. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do graphics. I could do graphics for my brand. And then that opened up another door for me to be able to do it for other people. So that's monetizing, you know what I'm saying? So don't sleep on your skills, but also in the process, network. It is so important. Get your foot in the door wherever you can get the foot in the door.
Absolutely. Like, that's like, it's really that you gave a key gem there in that statement, because it's like, we know that, sometimes the the broker you are, look, for lack of a better term, the broker you are, the more creative you become. You look at all of these bands who are legends, or these musicians who are legends. They got it. What they say, they got it out the mud, and they had no choice but to be creative, because like, their people weren't out there spending all that bread on those lessons and all of that. They were like, okay, guess what? We're gonna get it by any means necessary. So yeah, I'm definitely with that.
Yeah, so I wanna let's hop right in this interview. We already have, but let's back up just a little bit and talk about where and I watched kind of like I quote unquote stalk my guests. I want to know all about them prior to them coming on the show. So I'll be on your website, I'll be on your YouTube, I'll be on your social media. You know what I'm saying? I know all about your family. I know everything when they come on the show. But a listening audience, they don't have that luxury. They don't know all about the guests prior to them coming on the show. So I know that you're an educator. I know that you have daughters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that you do a lot of what you do for those beautiful daughters of yours. But let's back up just a little bit and talk about, where this passion for music, where it all originated from. I know a lot of our R&B soul singers, their roots come from the church, where there was somebody in the church that sung, or the mother, the grandmother, drug them to church, you know what I'm saying? And that's where it all started. But for where did it all begin for Sweet Nate?
Well, yes. I mean, absolutely. Look, I want to say it came from birth. You know what I mean? I was born with the desire to perform and be a performing artist. It did not, it started coming to fruition slowly. I was really a shy child, believe it or not. And so my training, definitely came from the influences I had in my life in church, in my early elementary years. It's just like God planted those people there to encourage me. And then when it was time for me to have that rite of passage in middle school, and I was chosen for show choir, and then I was like, I got a chance to get up there, and guess what my audition song was? You're not going to be able to guess, but I'm going to, I don't think you'll be able to But, look, just make one guess.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Hey, you know what? I wish. But it actually was, it's raining rain, hallelujah. Yes. Can you imagine? I was in middle school. I think I was like in 7th grade or 8th grade, and auditioned for the show choir, and that was the tune, that one. And then later on, some of that, Mr. Postman, look and see. I went to like a magnet school, middle magnet school, and that's what that early exposure gave me, that love for just all the theatrics that come with that. So and then after that, everything just was like a natural progression of you just continuing to do things with the community, showcasing, being a majorette in a core group. My mom would volunteer and do fundraising because we didn't have a lot of money. She just took advantage of a lot of the community resources that we had out there, and that's just how it all happened. And from there, it morphed and morphed and morphed, and I just grew up and just started just loving it more and more, and just like, you know what, the stage is going to be my life. And I got to be a senior in high school and said, Mom, I don't want to go to college. I want to go to Broadway or L.A. And my mom looked at me and look, did not even stutter and said, oh, baby, that's so cute. You got to go to college, and you got to pick math or science. Pick one. And so the journey. So I chose biology. My degree is in biology, and just even with that, I still did the performing arts, theater in college, and so it's just it's a part of who I am, and I'm clear about it being my purpose. So no matter what, just give me the mic, I'm ready, and I'll be nervous, but I'll get up there and give it my all because I love giving an escape to any audience that I'm in front of.
Biology, but still had the creative arts going on, so there was that balance. So those young adults, those young adults who still have that passion, like I tell my youngest son, he is about to start his senior year on tomorrow, and he's all about music. That has been all he's done all summer. His latest EP, the vinyls actually come out in December. They will drop first in the UK, Japan, and then, over here in the States in February. And so, but all summer long, it's been music. And, he is not gung-ho about going to college. And, he's my youngest, my fourth, and I'm not pressed. At this point, I'm not. Been through 3. You learn. With each one, you learn what, your ambitions, your dreams, your desires are not necessarily what are going to be in store for them. You also know that God also predestines the lives of you as well as way before they're born. So those dreams that you have for your children, sometimes you have to remember that is not necessarily going to be their destiny. So I had to realize that what he has in store for him, I believe it is music, and I'm behind him 100%, but he does want to go to school and pursue, how he can better his skills as a music producer. Right. And so, maybe 10 years ago I would have been like, nah, I ain't, you want to rap? You want to be a rapper? You know what I'm saying? Right. But, now you have schools that specialize in that. And as someone who's been in this industry as long as I have and seen so many people come out of the different programs, I'm all for it. So,
and what? That is really great.
Yes.
It's really, really great that you are supporting him. And by the way, I want to go ahead and thank him in advance for comparing me to my music to Lizzo. And who else was it? Who else was it?
Lizzo and Britney Spears. He said it was a mashup of Lizzo and Britney Spears together. And, and I had to sit back and listen. I listened to it. Once he said that, I had to listen and think, okay, yeah.
So honestly, though, I mean, when we talk about me, and I know, maybe people out there want to know who some of my influences are, I really have a whole plethora of influences because I was exposed at an early age to a lot of soft rock, a lot of the soul, the blues, the country. My family, they listen to just a whole diaspora of music, and it is just like when I write, I can't, I'm not going to get away from that. You don't get away from who you are. And the other thing that I wanted to speak on was the fact that you are backing him the way you are, because even with my daughters, I sing and I entertain, and my daughters were like ballerinas and softball players and cheerleaders. I never infringed upon their right to be who they were. I was really careful to watch who my daughters are and the gifts that I placed in them, because, I'm big on purpose, big on all of that, because people can go through their lives, all through their lives, searching and not be clear about what it is, why they're here. And then by the time they figure it out, it's time for them to check up out of here, right?
Yes.
So it's really good that you're backing them. So I can't wait to listen to your son's music. I cannot.
I'ma send it to you, girl. I wanna jump into, look, you talked about, it was going to be my next question, but you talked about, you had a huge, I think your word was plethora of influences, and I can see that with so many different styles and genres of music, from rock to pop, R&B, blues, soul, Southern soul, reggae, just a you're versatile when it comes to the genres of music. But that first track that we played, Good Vibes, the creative process is behind Good Vibes. Let's talk about that just a little bit. I know that is the last. Was that your last album?
Actually, that's my debut album. It took a while for me because through the research process. I have like a lot of singles out there, but the this was the debut album, and COVID delayed a lot. This album was in my mind was supposed to be released in like 2020. And then COVID happened, and I said, well, it didn't make sense to do that and not be able to effectively promote it and go out there and do the shows. So I just kind of, put, a couple of singles out there as testers and, to keep, the excitement and the relevance of my brand going. However, that whole creative process with Good Vibes is produced by Roy Chip Anthony out of South Louisiana. And when my writing process, all of my songs I've written on my album, I collaborated with a couple of artists, but I've written 90% of it. And so I told Roy that I wanted some, I went in there first with a clap. I wanted just that good 70s vibe, and I went in there with a clap and told him, what the inspiration was behind it. And we got in there, and I love working with producers where we can just lock in and just focus on the music. So it's just he and I in the studio, and we're just, he's running it back, he's cooking it up, and as he's cooking it and running it back, I have my pen and my paper. I know a lot of people like to use their notes in technology, but I still like the pen and the paper, so I can just write it and feel it. And so we're in there, and I don't know how many hours it took, but I know it was it was almost like cooking that masterpiece gumbo from scratch. We were in there, and voila, we got Good Vibes. I wanted to put it out there because there was so much despair going on in the world. I said, you know what? I want to infect the world as they're going through all of this. I want to infect the world with good vibes, good music that feel good, and that's it. And that's how it happened. It initially started off being called It's a Party when I first started writing it. Didn't know that, COVID was going to happen. And I was like, oh, let's switch that thing around. Good vibes. We need this. This is what the world needs.
The perfect descriptive word, infect the world with good vibes. And at that time, that's what we needed. And that song, most definitely, I felt like at that time, that the world needed. Now, moving forward and listening to it now, of course, we still need it because low-key we're still going through that and so much more. COVID is still out there. We got the monkeypox, you know what I'm saying? We got so much more things that we're going through.
And then these reckless people out there not loving the reckless people we have in the community, not loving on themselves and not loving on the people, not loving on each other and not loving, Yeah.
Right. I love it. I want to jump into the next track. Tossed up here. I don't know which I want to play, but all right, we're going to play this one here. All right, so You're a Queen. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. I'm going to keep my favorites for the end, but You're a Queen. The title says it all. The title says it all. And you radiate royalty. You really do. I told you I'm a stalker. I go through people's social media because I want to know. I want to know about them. I want to know. Not that we vet our guests before they come on the show, but I want to know, if what I'm bringing on the show is going to be a quality guest or not. You know what I'm saying? We had one fight on the show, but on the audio show we've had one fight. But I want to make sure that we're bringing, quality guests on the show. But you do. Yeah. The fight started on social media and it trickled over here. So interesting. But you really do radiate, royalty. So You're a Queen. I don't know. What's the song about?
Okay, so I have these two daughters.
You're talking about yourself?
Young queens.
You're talking about yourself?
I mean, yes, definitely me. Well, definitely me, definitely me. But we have these two queens, young queens that I have. And I've never written a song, for them. And for the, I was like, oh my goodness, they're getting older, and I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And I got these two girls. I want to write this song for them, and that's how it was birthed. I wrote that. It was birthed out of there, and that's what they did. I wrote the song for them, and it was so I mean that was that. So I wrote it, and I said, you know what? Let me put this out there for them, and we created it, and it became a wonderful, wonderful piece that has gone over from time to time with the people. The ladies, even the other night when some people were out celebrating pre-Labor Day activities, this lady kept playing the song over and over again. And she was like, I just love this song, and even when I perform it out, for the community or the audiences, I mean, it's one of those songs that it does what it's supposed to do, and I'm just grateful. The lyrics, the meaning. I just want, it was for my daughters, but then it was like, okay, it's for everybody. It's for every queen. Even the lyrics is dedicated to all of you. If you don't feel it, whether you can sing it or not, you can get in the mirror, sing it to yourself. Yeah. So that's the long answer. But yeah, that is how it was birthed, and I just want it to be a timeless piece for all queens.
All right, ladies, you let me know if You're a Queen is giving what it's supposed to give. All right, Sweet Nay, You're a Queen.
This song is dedicated to all women who've been queening since the beginning of time. Who takes care of them children, ladies, making sure they're fed, plenty home cooking, that tender love and care. Who takes care of the business, keeping things out the red, handling money for honey, then tucking him into bed. When things get rough, you don't run the other way. You just put on that super cape and go on and save the day. 'Cause you're a queen, oh yeah. Don't you ever forget, never forget just who you really are. You're a queen. be living life and free. Don't you start thinking you need a man to be complete. We coming on shapes and sizes, BBW and petite. In the home or the office, we are royalty. We were made to be loved, not harmed or mistreated. So hold up your head high, the whole world needs to see it. You're a queen, oh yeah. Don't you ever forget, never forget just who you really are. No, you're a queen, oh yeah. You gotta learn to love yourself. Don't you ever forget, never forget, for you love somebody else. Now when I first wrote this song, it was for my beautiful girls, Bria Sinclair and Nia Simone. I want to let them know just how proud I am of them. But then I got to thinking about how women been getting it in for years. Is that right, ladies? We've been raising our kids and other people's kids. So I said, why not let this song be a tribute to honor the queens and the bosses we are every day? I'm a queen. Why not let this be a love song that we can sing to ourselves? Come on, ladies, sing it with me. I'm a queen. Come on, ladies. We got to love and respect each other. I'm a queen. Stop all this hate, because we are queens. Sing it with me, ladies. I'm a queen. And remember, y'all, you need to keep queening and shining. Keep queening and shining. Keep queening and shining. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep queening and shining. Keep queening and shining. Yeah, you're a queen. You're a queen. Oh yeah. Ooh. Don't you ever forget, never forget just who you really are. Don't let nobody steal your shine. Oh yeah. You were made to be loved and adored. Just who you really are. You're a queen. You are a queen. You are a queen.
Hey now, what's good? It's your girl, Jana Blackwell, C-Town Records, Mistress of Soul. And you're on the air with the hottest independent station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Nakia, giving you that heat right here on the station, bringing you all of the hottest hip-hop hits, Endie Fiya.
Thank you, Jana. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and my very, very special guest this evening, singer, songwriter, entertainer. You may know her as the sweetheart of soul music, Sweet Nay, and that right there was You're a Queen. Ladies, don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Don't let these people take you out of your element. All right? I'm guilty of that. I really am. That's why you don't see me on social media as much as you do, because people will take you out of your character, pull you out of your element, and then you'll be acting ratchet. All hood.
Right.
Remember, you're a queen. All right. Remember, adjust your crown. Yeah, just adjust your crown and remember you're a queen. All right. Y'all like that? Yes.
And let me put on my teacher's hat. Let me put on my teacher's hat. Listen, don't give them the power. Because when we let them rattle our crowns, we're giving them too much power. We got to own that queenship.
Too much. And I told a young lady just yesterday, you know, if it's it costs you your peace and your sanity, it is far too expensive. So when you start losing your self-worth behind any situation, when things start to cause you to lose your value, queens, it's not worth it. Not worth it. All right? Hey, man. Man, that goes for you too, man. Whatever the situation may be. When you start to lose value from within, it's not worth it. Let that shit go. All right? Let it go. Let it go. Something that I have noticed about Sweet Nay. Sweet Nay is a very, very beautiful plus-size queen. And is not afraid to flaunt it. Do you hear me? Not afraid to flaunt it. Now, Monica grabbed the pictures that were on your website because that's the link that you sent her. But I told you I stalked pages, so I grabbed the pictures. She did good. Them pictures that you had just posted in the green, that photo shoot that you did with the weeds and the bushes and the trees. I grabbed those pictures. That shoot was fire. You hear me? That shoot was fire.
Shout out to Charles.
But I want to talk about something. I want to shout out to whoever the photographer was. Yeah, go ahead and give whoever that person credit. Give that person credit.
Shout out to none other than Charles Wooty.
Charles who?
Wooty.
All right, Charles. Shout out. Big up to you, Charles, because you did the damn thing. That shoot right there. I mean, you had an amazing subject to shoot, but you did that. All you needed was some lions and shit in the background. There's on the
I
rocks.
know.
For real. But because that's all I saw was like jungle and like Queen of the Jungle. That's what I saw, really. Nevertheless, I know that in this industry there's a certain look. And I remember having a guest on the show probably 3 years ago that she has an amazing voice. She's out of a small town in North Carolina. I don't remember the town, but I know it's near Charlotte. And she has an amazing voice. But she doesn't have the look, quote unquote. All right, we're talking maybe 3 years ago. She didn't have the look. So her stage presence was always just a tad bit off because when she stepped on the stage, that wasn't what people were expecting. They heard that voice, but that's not quite what they were expecting. But, the activity movement blew up. And people were promoting body, the body image and how important it was to not bully and be proud of your body and not body shame and you know what I'm saying, and she got on, we talked about it on her show, and then she got very heavy into this movement and started going to the gym, and then finally she was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna be me, you know what I'm saying? And now it's just amazing how she has fully accepted herself and is promoting, big girl magic. She is just on it. But these videos, when I saw, like I told you, I go to music because of the title. But when I went to the videos, and we're going to jump into Thick Thighs next. When I went to the videos and saw how everyone in the video had thick thighs, I'm talking about beautiful representation of full-figured women with no shame. You know what I'm saying? The comments were on fire. The positive comments were on fire.
Yes.
But I know that at some point in your career, you have faced struggles. You have faced obstacles. There have been setbacks, because you didn't fit stereotype. You didn't have the image. How have you overcome that cookie cutter mold that so many are used to seeing within this industry? Talk to that young lady or even that young man who's listening right now, who may be going through that themselves and thinking, you know, I'm a little plus size, I'm a little chunky, but I'm gifted, I'm talented. And they may have listened to Thick Thighs. They may have even watched the visuals, and they say, you know what, I got it. I'm about to get out here and flaunt it. But what piece of advice could you offer to that young man and that young woman that's listening right now? How do you overcome? How did you overcome?
Well, yeah, honestly, a lot of the work that, or the confidence that that I exude all over the stage and when I walk in the room, that stuff, all of that happened at an early age for me, thanks to my mom and my village. Because as I mentioned before, I didn't come from a wealthy family. You know, there was a lot of life that happened. My mom and dad divorced. We started off in a little happy little situation living in Hawaii. My dad was a military guy, but, you know, just life happened with them. And so mom became a single mom, and it was just off and on. And so with that whole ride, I ended up, you know, being hood raised. I'm definitely hood raised by a queen, my mom, and the village. And so a lot of that building up who I am, you know, even though I didn't start off plus size as a young child, you know, after the children got to be thick. And, you know, I blame them. Right. You know, they say, Mama, you could have been lost that, but I'm going to still blame them. I'm like, I was fine as wine before I had y'all. But, you know, right. Look, and now they're looking at me with a side eye like, Mama, you could have been lost that. Look, you could have been out of there. But anyway, just that whole self-confidence and self-love, it started with my mom having to affirm me and then me embracing her and affirming me at a young age because we didn't have money. And I went to these schools where a lot of wealthy people were, and the trend in my day and age was the long hair, the light skin, and those were who the guys were going for, or the wealthy, you know, the cliques, this, that, and the other. So anybody that was my friend had to love me for who I was. And by the time I got on stage, you just had to love me and the gift that I put out there. And so moving forward in my professional career, it was like, you know, I'm good with me, and I'm going to put me out here, and, you know, everybody might not like me, but somebody's going to like me, because when I walk in the room, I'm coming in to close the deal and give you the escape that I envision in my mind as a creative. And that's the thing, you know, loving you doing the self-work, that would be my advice. You know, even when you're not feeling as beautiful or you're not feeling as fine, you are affirming yourself. Even with that song, You're a Queen, you know, there's a part where, you know, I'm inviting the audience or the listener to say, you know, to sing, I'm a queen, you know, and, you know, affirming yourself and talking to yourself, doing that work. It is what you do in private that will be exhibited publicly, you know, and for those who are believers, that private prayer, that private time, you know, God, you know, saying, okay, this is what I created you to be. Go out there and shine. You know, I am, you know, though I'm not, you know, just in the choir singing now because of just, you know, me knowing that what I, you know, how I believe in my ministry, it's like, you know, I just don't want to, you know, have a conflicted message of me, you know, because I wear my dress short, I'm out there shaking it, I'm blooming where I planted. I don't want to do that on Saturday night and then jump up in the crowd ministering on Sunday morning. That's just me, you know, but he is definitely using me to give hope and love to, you know, to the listeners who are out there, and I know that he put it in me to do it, so I do it. And so those are the things that I would share with those people who are not feeling so good about themselves. You got to do the self-work, because other than that, you are going to be looking for validation from the promoters, the DJs. You're going to be looking for validation from people who can give you only temporary fulfillment. So I'm happy now as an older, seasoned young lady. I'm happy now. I'm happy that I did not go out as a young girl, because I could have been like prey for all of those suckers out there. I would have been prey, and so I got a chance to to go through the school of hard knocks in life and become this woman that I am, and from the foundation that my mom and village gave me. So my advice would just do the self-work so that nobody else will have to be out there trying to do that for you. Please do it. And yeah, that's it. That's the message. That's it. That's the message.
That's the message right there. Y'all soak that in. I tell you, when these guests are on the show and they're dropping these gems, don't sleep on them. You know what I'm saying? Make it applicable to your music career or any aspect of your life where you feel that it's going to be needed. All right? I want to get into this next track. This is Thick Thighs. Go check out the visual, guys. I'm talking about no airbrush. You want to see thick thighs that save lives? Go check out this video right here. Thick thighs.
Right.
911, what's your emergency? I can't breathe. Dispatch, get this man some thick thighs ASAP.
I love it.
Time to save some lives, ladies. I ran into this OG just the other day. He had this big old silly smile up on his face. He said, "Excuse me, miss, but can I see you, please? You sure got a lot of pressure sitting on them knees." And then he got this managed look up in his eyes. Said, "Don't you change a thing, 'cause you just the kind I like. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, you know I like 'em like that. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, you know I like 'em like that." I smiled and thanked him, told him this was nothing. Appreciate you, but these thighs been saving lives since I was 22. Big hips and thighs are mother's nature's gift to you. To brighten up your day anytime you're sad and blue. And as I tried to walk away, that man jumped up and said, "Damn, you made my day." Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, you know I like 'em like that. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact,
I need me
you know I like 'em like that. Big hips and thighs are mother nature's gift to you. To brighten up your day anytime you're feeling blue. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, I know you like 'em like that. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, I know you like 'em like that. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, I know you like 'em like that. Big thighs, save lives. And as a matter of fact, I know you like 'em like that.
I need
Big thighs,
need
sing it, ladies.
resuscitation.
Save lives.
I mean
And as a matter of
resuscitation.
fact, I know you like 'em like that.
I'm a girl.
Thick thighs, guys. Save lives. That's a sweet name. What y'all think? Not about what you think about the song. We already know thick thighs save lives. Somebody just texted me. Somebody just sent me a message. They said they was watching the video. Wait, hold on. Somebody said they was watching the visual, right? So you know how when the video first starts out, you got shorts on, right? And then like soon after, you take your shorts off and you just have on the swimsuit. Like, I like that swimsuit too. You just got the swimsuit on, and they was like, oh, can you give me her number, please? I'm trying to read the message. They're sending another message now. I cannot give you her number. I will not do that. You could call in and talk. You got questions. Sorry, 929-477-1320. If you have questions about Sweet Nate, the artist, you can call in and ask your questions. No hookup line. We're not doing none of that. Nah.
Right. Look at that.
Comments on YouTube, all right, about the video, all right? Not about no thighs. Come on, guys. Oh, my God. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. You're funny. You got to be a youngin'. He got to be a youngin' because he says he's never heard that big thigh saves lives.
Look.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Nakia, so what you're saying is I got a new fan or a supporter?
Yes. He got a stalker, one or the other.
Ooh.
Watch out.
No soccer vibes for me. No
Watch
soccer
out now.
vibes for me. No.
What ingredients do you think makes Sweet Nay special and unique as a performing artist?
I believe that I know the answer to that. I believe that definitely charisma. Definitely charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma. Pretty much the fact, the ownership. I love to own the stage and take care of the people who are in front of me. That's what even when I'm with the band, I'm like, you guys, y'all take care of me back there. I'll take care of everybody else is in front of me. So definitely the charisma, the integrity, just the energy, the sheer energy that I love to just get out. Contagious. I have that in like my intro. My energy is contagious, and I work at that. It's a decision. I make a decision for that energy to be what it is. So those are just a few things. And of course, the talent, the skill, the good music, the good vibes. The honesty and transparency in the writing. Yeah, those are just a few things. Everything else you guys got to tell me.
Now I know that you have, so many different genres that you are. We talked about this earlier, but when it comes to your type of, do you prefer the old school soul music or the more urban contemporary type of soul music that we're starting to hear now? What's your preference? Or is there no difference at all?
I like all music. I like all music. It really is about what the message is in it, how it resonates to me and the audiences. So I even want to tap into some of that. How a lot of the tracks like your Summer Walkers and our girl Ella May. A lot of those kind of vibes. I call the tracks really naked, and I really want to kind of experiment with some of those. But when it comes to the soul and the blues that I have out right now, I like to just put it out there and see what speaks to the people. And that's so I'm creating for I'm creating for myself, but really creating for the listeners and really trying to see what it is that fits, what inspires them, what sticks. Put it all out there and see what sticks.
Which would lead me right into my last question. I feel like when it comes to an author, that's a question that I ask my authors on the show. Do you write about life experiences, or do you, do your research and just kind of feel around and see what, your readers, do they tap in and give you information that, or ideas of what they want you to write about next, or, and so I asked my artists the same thing, do you write about life experiences or, fictional, lyrics, what do you write about? Now, so this next song, I kind of sort of feel like this has to be some real life shit right here. All of us women, we've all gone through this right here. We've all gone through this. And when you see the video, you will sit back and laugh at this. Oh, my God. I need a T-shirt, okay?
Right.
I need a T-shirt. Tell me how I can order this T-shirt because I need one. I want to be a member. I'm an honorary. I'm an honorary member, okay? So,
right.
Do all you, because I got a few. Like, I got this, my official hashtag, boyfriend of the week, all right? So I got a few men out there that's with, okay? So this song right here, ladies and gentlemen, we talking about you guys tonight. But this song right here, ladies, when you hear it, you're just gonna nod your head, sit back and think, if she talk about, she should have just at me, right, because this song is all about me. What was going through your mind other than the fact that, I done put it on a few. I got him peeking in my window. That's why I don't get nobody my address.
Right.
I'm in Whitdeck. Don't nobody know where I'm at. Peeking through the window. Right. He taking pictures. He's sending. You got him on block because he always sending messages. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
And like I said, all of us have been through this. But writing off of a real life experience, I'm sure. But what was the creative process like to write this song and then to shoot this hilarious video? What was all of that like?
So, honestly, the hook of the song came from an artist. I don't know if you're familiar with him. His name is P2K. I was in the studio. It was supposed to be like a closed studio session. And I like closed studio sessions, but he was still, there, with friends. So he was in there, and the initially the producer that I was working with initially on the song, he's like, yeah, we're just sitting there, we're just cooking it up. And so he said, Nay, I got something for you on this. I got like a hook, and and I don't like, it's like I don't really like people writing in the studio with me, like when I'm writing in the studio, because you know what I'm saying? That's my time. I really get into it, right? Right. But he said to me, well, Nay, I got this hook. Well, I think that'll be good for you to do. And if what you're writing is not as good as what I've written, then I'll just go ahead and leave. Nevertheless, he wrote the hook. He gave me a hook and he sung it. And I said, you know what? I like it because I completely could identify with that, because of course I could identify. Who can't identify with being whooped? You done put it on somebody and they just whoop, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to take the hook and we're going to go with it. And from there, I wrote the rest of the song. And it just became fun. And then, COVID happened. And when you talk about the video for the song, COVID happened. And I wrote the treatment for it and invited some other ladies to be in it. And when it got all this stuff, I said, ladies, I just need y'all to show up. I had a whole script. I wrote the script because I'm just extra, right? I'm extra like that. And I was like, hey, I want you guys to just show up. Let's go in this field, with this horse, and we're just going to go out. You can wear your mask if you want to because the world was still shut down. And that's how it happened, and oh my goodness, when the audience hears me perform that song, they are so tickled, and they're like, you know what, that is one of those songs. So yeah, that's how Whoop was born.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you it's got to be my favorite Sweet Nay song. Whoop. We're going to close out with that. So before I do so, you so much for being here. This evening, you could have been anywhere, but you took time out to just be here with me and my listening audience. It has to be one of my favorite interviews. I gotta say that they're all my favorite because I don't want to be biased, but has to be my favorite thus far. I loved the vibe with you, but I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to get all of your contact information out for all that may be listening live, for those who may be coming back and listening to one of the many playback shows. If they're interested in booking you, so your next tour date, if they want to know where to find those visuals, if they want to know how to get, I was about to say a hold of those thick thighs, but go ahead. The floor is yours to get all of your contact information out to those who may be listening.
Yes. So you can follow me everywhere at Sweet Nate Sings on all of the social media. You can follow me on YouTube. I have a Linktree link out there, Linktree at Sweet Nate. You can find me at everywhere at Sweet Nate Sings. You know the videos. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to my vibe. I got that out there. Y'all find the music, and it's out there. And I'm on all of the distribution sites, your Apple Music, with your Sound. Yeah, look, I'm out there. I'm with Pandora. Put me in your playlist. Put me in your playlist everywhere. The music is out there. You can find the whole project out there. Follow me at Sweet Nate Sings everywhere. Enjoy the music. Like, subscribe, comment, and tell somebody about me. And I want to thank you, Nakia. Thank you, Nakia, for inviting me to be on Endie Fiya. Endie Fiya. I'm just excited. I'm going to give you a drop.
Very welcome. When you're on the show, you become family. You're welcome back at any time. Just let me know you got new music dropping. Make sure we get it. We'll get you in rotation on New Music Mondays. And again, let me know about the videos. Yes. Guys, if you are just tuning in, you are live here on Endie Fiya with the sweetheart of soul music, Sweet Nate. We'll see you back here on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with new soul country music artist David Walker, a.k.a. Cowboy Cool, and then back on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with singer-songwriter, soul music artist Sky Watley. You can't make them all. Please do not miss them all. You guys have a good evening.
Someone call 911. Think I'm gonna have to use my gun. This man won't leave me alone. Ever since I gave him some, acting like a kid in a candy store, begging me for more, blowing up my phone all night, all day, all night long. I whooped that nookie on him. Yes, I did. Now he's looking for me. Yes, he is. I whooped that thing on him. Yes, I did. Got my name on it. I whooped that nookie on him. Yes, I did. Now he's looking for me. Yes, he is. I whooped that thing on him. Yes, I did. Got my name on it. It wasn't supposed to end up like this. One night of fun got me in the street. I told that man from the start, didn't want things to go this far. And he's knocking on my door and he's ringing my bell. Why can't he get the message? He ain't getting no more. If I knew then what I know now, I would've kept my goodies and locked my door. I can't get no sleep. He keep on harassing me. Flashlights in my window walking around like this ain't never happened to you, or it ain't gonna ever happen to you. You can keep on faking it till you make it. But really, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. I got one question for you. Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude gets you? Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude get you? Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude gets you? Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude get you? Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude gets you? Bad boy, tell me what you gonna do. What you gonna do when that dude gets you?